Hello everybody, Rosa Tulips here, once again with post-commentary because she keeps forgetting to record her voice live. So the title of the video basically should explain it all, but I'm going to explain it anyway. The road to Rep 450, that is a very specific number, but for those who don't know, I main one character from every faction in this game. So, one for the Samurai, one for the Knights, one for the Vikings, so on and so forth. And I want to try and get to max rep with all of them eventually. And with the rep cap being 90, that turns out to be a total rep of 450. Now obviously, once I reach max rep with all five of them, the total rep isn't going to be rep 450 because I have a rep in every other character too, and I have some characters who are at rep 2, but you get the point. I'm gonna have like a total of 450 reps for all my characters once I have them all up to max rep. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I've reached rep 50 and I plan to make a sort of milestone video every 50 reps, just sort of showcase my progress with these characters. The last character to get me up to rep 50 was Kyoshin, who finally managed to make their way up to rep 3. So yeah, that's pretty cool. For the longest time he was standing behind Orochi, who was like rep 2 level 14 I want to say. So finally got Kyoshin past my toxic Orochi for like the 10 years it feels like, because the XP is very, very whack in this game. You basically are locked into doing orders in order to get any meaningful XP, which, you know, I'm fine with. Gives me a reason to keep coming back to this game even when I don't really like it. And well, if I don't really like the gameplay for today, I can just kinda get my orders done and leave. I do have a few other things I want to discuss in this video, but I'm not sure how I'm going to stretch that out to 19 minutes. And I don't have a script, like always, because I like torturing myself, I guess. But I suppose I could go over why I picked up Kyoshin for the Samurai in the first place. And I'm gonna be real, it was because I watched Novaking's videos. I saw how Novaking played Orochi in Elimination, and I was like, huh, that's a pretty cool little playstyle. I want to try and emulate that. And so you'll see me sort of just try and play, not Orochi, Kyoshin like he does. Unfortunately, some players will just have to be spammed with unblockables, like this PK, because she just refuses to sit still. But yeah, I picked up Kyoshin because I've sort of liked Novaking's videos on Kyoshin, and well, they looked really cool, and I was deciding, you know what, I'm gonna pick them up because I don't have a main for the Samurai yet. And yeah, somehow Kyoshin, despite being one of the first characters I decided was going to be one of my mains, was the last one to get up to rep 3. Raider, I got up to rep 3 in my Viking main video I did a while back. And then Warden I got up to rep 5, I don't know when, but I got Warden up to rep 5 eventually. And then Hatun got up to rep 8 somewhere when I was doing some breach orders, so yeah. But speaking of Hatun, I might actually drop her as my main. Some people have been speculating that the new Outlander hero we're getting sometime soon is going to be wielding a rapier or S-stock. And if they are, I'm afraid Hatun has sort of met their match. Because one of my favorite weapons throughout history is the S-stock. And if the new hero does use an S-stock, well, I'm gonna be playing that hero because it's just one of my favorite weapons in all of history. Uh, yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I really had planned to say. And now there's like 7 more minutes of video. Uh, don't really know how to draw this out much further. Oh, wait, hold up, actually. There was one other thing I wanted to discuss before I just sort of talk over my gameplay here. And that is my sort of legend video that may or may not come out at any point because I'm not too sure if I ever want to actually release it. But I am currently working on a Warden legend, which if you don't know what a legend is, just go check out Raven Knight. Awesome content creator. If you haven't seen them, if you haven't heard of them, go search up their channel. They're an excellent For Honor player, and they make some pretty cool stories overall. And they sort of inspired me to once again pick up my pen and write my own story for once. And I decided to, you know what, I'm going to make the first legend I write not my main Hatoon, because, you know, she's going to get cancelled eventually, and that I don't have any good ideas for a Hatoon character at all yet. But I do have a pretty decent idea for a Warden character, and so I'm currently writing that story up right now. And the only things I'm going to share about the Warden character is that they, A, they look up to Apollyon, B, they absolutely despise Astria, and C, their name is Isabel. And yeah, that's all I'm going to share about the Warden legend so far. Once again, whether or not I'm going to showcase them off in a video or just leave them to rot in a Google Doc somewhere remains to be seen, because once again, haven't finished making the legend, and once again, making looks for characters in this game can cost a lot of steel. As I have found out, to get the color palette I want was 7,000 steel. So, yeah. It's gonna take a while to get the look together, but I do have a good idea on what I want the weapon to be. I'm gonna be running with the entire August Alistair stat. I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably butchered that pronunciation. But the entire August Alistair set for the weapon. For the armor, I'm still pretty up in the air for the armor I want for them. I'm thinking about maybe using the Executioner helm, but everything's not set in stone yet, like I said. I'm only really working with an outline for the story so far. And once I flesh that out, and once I get the look together, I might make a video on them. I might not, who knows. But besides that, I got nothing else planned to say, and we still got like half a video left. So, as you can tell, this Hidekiri was pretty mad that I decided to gank in the ganking game. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about the gameplay, I guess. This gladiator just kept dodging everything. Like, I have no idea what his thing was, he just kept dodging everything. He dodged that bash. I'm pretty sure he dodges... Oh, he didn't dodge that bash, huh? Okay, I severely misremember how much that gladiator dodged. Maybe I'm thinking of the PK. The PK dodged a lot, I know that much. This raider just gets absolutely destroyed. Go ahead and I think, yeah, get him out with the opener bash. I go ahead and just get the res over here. PK comes from the depths of the ocean. And yeah, she just dodges a lot. I don't think there was a single time where I threw out anything that she didn't try to dodge it. Because I think she was just too scared of the bash, even though my unblocked dodgeable was just doing more damage. I don't catch onto this as quickly as I would have liked, but what I would have liked was for my team to, you know, fight with me, but some people just don't really like how, you know, elimination is, you know, elimination. They just kind of run it like it's duels with, like, extra steps, I guess. Like, I don't understand why people just sit there and watch their team die, only to immediately fight the person that killed their team. It makes no sense. Just gank. I know some people just don't like ganking in this mode, but it's how it was designed. It's how I play it. I don't understand the people who just think it's 1v1s, but like 100 times again. Now this PK just absolutely bleeds the ever-living stuff out of me, because I, for some reason, did not catch on that they're just going to keep dodging. But, you know, I hit them here, I call out their dodge, I hit them, I didn't get the damage because I bled out because they used sharpened blades at the start of the fight, and I didn't get my feet in time. This Aphira is really dumb, but we'll get back to her later. Kensei's doing pretty well. I don't know why he keeps using the zone attack here, but it's a problem that will persist over time. He gets the out of stamina punish, and the Aphira decides to throw the game and teabag. I'm not kidding, she ends up dying because the PK intercepts the sword here. So Aphira goes ahead, she runs over, she tries to revive me, despite the fact that she just saw the PK. And now the Gladiator gets the sword, and now it's 3v1. She spent all her time teabagging that Raider. I don't know why. And she dies. So, great plan, Aphira. Teabag, do nothing, and die. Amazing plan, amazing plan. I can't be too harsh, these are pretty low rep... Robbies? What? Robbies? What? Huh? Pretty low rep lobbies. So, yeah. This Raider right here, he's rep 81 in total, and he's a rep 81 Raider, so... pretty dedicated Raider player here. He goes ahead and just gets absolutely demolished here by me. Because I don't... That was supposed to be a side dodge. I remember that distinctly supposed to be a side dodge, but for some reason the game decided no, it wasn't. So I go ahead and I start ganking with this Kensei here because this PK is just absolutely dodge happy. So we get that. Kensei sort of teabagging, I don't know why. He would not have won that if I had not intervened. Raider goes ahead, he runs around. I'm pretty sure he's going to try and get the res here. I sort of leave that to the Kensei because he's closer and I want to pick up this sword. And what I do to this Raider is just kind of cruel and unusual punishment, protected by the amendments. So I go ahead and I'm just sort of sitting in my Kaze stance as Kyoshins do. And for some reason they keep canceling their hyper armor. You want to just keep using your hyper armor if there's a if there's a Kyoshin around, because they will just absolutely break you. And I just get my superior block and I just Kaze stance him into next week. He was already gonna bleed out. There was no need for me to just keep spamming Kaze stance, but you know what, I did because I just wanted him dead. It didn't matter. He was stun locked anyway. This is the final match before I hit rep 50. This Kensei used to be on my team, and I see him immediately dodge attack the first attack, and I try to bait it out again, but he just stops dodge attacking, and he just stops dodging, and it's pretty weird. So I go ahead, I hit him here with a good sing, but the darn pillar saves him. I go ahead and try to bait out the dodge attack again. He zones 3 times here. And every single time I just felt like an idiot for falling for it. I go ahead, I hit him with the bash. He just randomly dodges. He randomly dodges again. He hits me with a top heavy raw. I hit him with a zone, and I catch out his dodge attack to wrap up that duel. And this game goes on for like 2 minutes, because every single one of my teammates gets their kill after the first round. The only one that's left is this Aphira who runs over to this shield, but Centurion manages to stop her before she gets the shield. I go ahead, I butt in, I just hit him with the Kaze stance. I pick up the shield here. Now, I know this Aphira is pretty dodge happy, and she will only use her mid-chain bash. She, like, that Aphira just does not do anything besides the mid-chain bash. And I know this because she was on my team last match, too. So, I go ahead, I hit her with this, she dodge attacks, I dodge attack her Sing. I was going to try and bait out, yeah, that. Something I really like with Kyoshin is that if you are really confident that your opponent is a dodge-happy little son of a gun, you can just hit them once, do nothing, and watch them get parried. It's amazing. Granted, you can also technically do that with anyone with a mid-chain bash, but Kyoshin especially feels really satisfying because you can just go into Kaze stance and hit them out. I didn't do it, but you could do it, and it's pretty satisfying to land. Everyone gets their kills this round. Moving on to the next round, it's the PK from earlier. And yeah, I know at this point all she wants to do is just dodge attack into guard break. She manages to parry my zone. She goes ahead and does the worst thing you can do with PK, which is throw out a top heavy attack into your dagger soft feint, because all that does is make a heavy parry into a light parry. And then everyone gets their kills. Game's over. Why are you still watching the video? Like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm gonna go play Warden again so I can get the finished look. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and stay tuned next time.